Hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute because we've been super busy and have just been super busy.
Super busy and super busy
and
and
just
super busy.
life has been, I don't want to say a disaster because it's been good. Like things are fine, everything's fine. It's just this well-oiled machine has accumulated some dirt and rust.
So last update you guys got, I was starting a new job.
Yeah, how's that going, babe? How's the job?
The job is great. I love the job.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the job. The job is awesome.
How's every other part of our life going? Fucking shit show, guys. Like, holy smokes. And I know part of the reason Val took the job was because she wanted to feel like she was contributing to the household and stuff like that. But, while the money is, not nothing, every other part of our life is so much worse.
Turns out I contribute to our family in much greater ways other than providing money.
Yeah, it turns out money's not all that important. And I know we are incredibly blessed to be in a position to be able to say that.
We're very privileged to say that we have the choice to be a one-income family.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, things are tight as a one-income family. Life is also much more preferable that way.
Yeah.
For us. So
I think this whole experience has been very eye-opening.
It has been a ridiculously educational experience.
And I think it's really reaffirmed for us where our values are and where our priorities are.
Yeah. So. And I mean, as far as the money thing, between all my overtime this year and then Val's new job, we've made a lot of extra money that we weren't planning on, that we didn't normally make, far over and above what we normally do well on. And we have essentially nothing to show for it. Because it turns out that, as soon as we saw just the tiniest little bit of extra, we just burnt it. We would have been better off to just take this money out of the account and put it in a pile in the yard and light it on fire, because then at least that would have been something cool to see.
Well, no, I mean, we have a little bit to show for it, but
okay, fine.
I think we did a lot of frivolous spending, and I think it's reaffirmed to us again that we are not very disciplined with our money, and that adding more money to our income is not the solution.
It turns out you can't out-earn bad spending habits.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So I think we need to just...
I like how I said that.
Rein it back in.
I feel like that rolled very well.
It did. So we have our money here. The first thing I'm going to do is cover the overspending, which was...
Shocker, we have overspending.
An internet bill that came out before I thought it was due, because I thought it was due at the end of the month. And Gunner's birthday party, which we just got back from.
Yeah, this afternoon. Well, this evening.
It was a ton of fun.
The kids went to bed less than half an hour ago. It is currently almost 9:30 as of the filming of right now.
Yeah.
And the kids just went to bed after Gunner's third birthday party. We had a blast. They had a blast. It was definitely worth having it at a venue because they were responsible for the cooking and the cleanup. We just got to show up and have a great time.
Yeah. So our trip coming up in 2 weeks is also going to be a priority. Now, we do technically get paid again that weekend, so I guess we don't have to fund all of this right now, but I think I'd like to put a good chunk to it, maybe half of it.
Yeah.
Should be good. Also, I'm pretty sure some of this will be reimbursed to us because we're traveling with somebody else, and so they're going to pitch in for hotels and car rentals and stuff like that. So we don't have to pay for all of that, but most of it.
In order to make life easier, I'd rather budget for all of the money and have it all sitting there just in case there's, a kerfuffle between banks or whatever.
Yeah.
Or because we are traveling to the States, you never know if we might try email or, buy something at a gas station and the bank will say, oh, hey, your card has been stolen. We canceled everything.
Speaking of, maybe we should budget for all of that because we need clear bags to take into the arena with us. I found some on Amazon. It's a 2-pack. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. So I figure you can take the bigger one for all the drinks and food.
The bigger one.
I'll take the smaller one for our tickets, ID, keys, wallet, that kind of thing. Essentially, mine will be a clear purse and yours will be a clear duffel bag. It's not a duffel bag, but and then I will also need a carry-on. You already have a carry-on that'll fit to Air Canada standards, right?
I assume so.
And I found a carry-on, I think, for like $50. It's actually technically a backpack, but it's carry-on size, not personal size, and it's got packing cubes and everything. So I figure that'll be fine because I don't want the airlines throwing our luggage around because that stuff breaks all the time.
You know, I understand there's like hundreds of millions of bags that go through, you know, different airports basically daily. You know, but I don't want someone to get frustrated and kick something that happens to be mine.
The other thing is I've set up an automatic savings program through Tangerine to separate our emergency fund from our regular funds. So I'm going to put in here, it's $50 a week. It's not a huge amount, but you know what? We're currently not saving anything. So
yeah, I'm at the point where we've tried a lot of different things over the last year. And for that brief stint where I was just handling the budgeting and doing my own system, I did really good at putting money into savings, and I did really bad at keeping it there. So like I'm at the point where I would much rather put in $10 a month that we absolutely do not touch for anything except dire emergencies than put in $1,000 a month that we take, you know, $900 out for things that we forgot to budget for.
So this North Pole, this is actually kind of fun. I got an email. YNAB does like their newsletter thing of what's new, and they have templates now. And you can add the templates into your existing budget, which is super cool. So they had one for Christmas. So these are their pre-done up categories and recommended goal, like budget amounts and stuff. Can you go sit with Dad?
Yes, come here, Miss Rose.
She's like, am I allowed up here? I usually kick her off the desk when I'm busy working. So I don't know if she'll stay up on you. She might just want to be on the desk. But so anyway, so I added this in here. We're not going to contribute to it right now because this is not a priority, but I do. Did she scratch you? She likes to hang on.
I'm beginning to understand why her previous owner let her outside.
That's not nice. She's just a really clingy cat.
Clingy and needy and very loud, and if you roll over in the middle of the night, she screams in your face to let you know that she's upset with you about it.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, you need to focus.
I know.
Are you focusing?
Yes. Maybe.
Okay, we're gonna go through the Christmas budget.
Okay, Christmas.
How much do you want to set aside for decorations? The default balance is $100. This would be Christmas tree, ornaments for us, but I think you actually already got some.
Yes, I already got ornaments.
Yeah, it's our like family tradition. Every year we each pick out one ornament. Now, the kids didn't get to pick out an ornament this year. Cody went and picked them all out, but I think they'll approve.
We'll show them to you guys at some point. I found the perfect set for the family.
Yeah, but this would also be like wreaths, lights, centerpieces. I don't know. Do you think $100 is too much, too little, or just right?
It feels like too little, but I don't know that we have the room to actually do more.
Okay. Presents, $500. I think the original budget in here was like $800 or $1,200 or something, and I was like, that's entirely too much. Even though it's not, and I'd love to spend that much, but I think for this year, it's probably too much.
Yeah.
$500 is like $100 each for.
If we're talking
for
like
the family.
just for, you know, within our four walls, $1,200 is definitely way too much. But for like all of the people that we want to get things for, you know, parents, extended family, aunts, uncles, friends, nieces, nephews, and stuff.
I think it winds up being like $60 for each one of us, like you, me, Gunnar, and Freya, and then like the extra gets split up between nieces and nephews of like $20 to $30 each.
Okay.
I think that's roughly what it translated to.
Yeah, we can make that work.
Okay. Parties. I don't think we do any parties.
I'd like to.
But like parties that we'd have to pay to go to?
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I thought you meant hosting.
I'm going to take that out. Stocking stuffers. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, we need those.
$50.
I feel like 100 would be
100
for the four of us.
It's $10 a stocking stuffer. We could just go to like the dollar store and get candy or something like we did last year. We used to get like toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss, an orange, chocolate, nuts, and then like a couple dollar store toys.
I always got a Lifesaver book.
Oh yeah, and those. I remember those. Maybe $80 then?
Okay.
Okay. Holiday food, $100. That'll essentially buy you a turkey.
Yeah.
Or a ham.
That'll buy you like part of a meal.
So maybe 150? Or do you just want to leave it as 100 and just have it like help subsidize our regular grocery budget to go towards? Because I was thinking if we host Christmas here, we could do the main meals and dessert, and then maybe everybody else could bring a side dish. So kind of a potluck style.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can run it by the girls and see what they think.
We'll leave it like that for now.
It'd be cool to have a full house for Christmas.
Christmas magic, $80. I'm assuming this would be a category used for things like the light show that we drove down at the raceway.
I'd like to do more than one of those this year.
Yeah, I can't remember what we paid last year. I don't think it was that much. I think it was like 30.
$30 for the car.
Yeah, $30 or something like that. So I think $80 is probably a good budget. Again, I want to be conservative because I don't want to overspend. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Liquid holiday cheer, $50. It's enough for a bottle. I think that's, should be fine.
I mean, I feel like it's close to enough for a bottle. By the time you include like taxes and whatever, it might not do it. I think 50 is a good starting point.
Holiday outfits. I don't know that we need to buy holiday outfits. Maybe you need an extra thing. I don't know. It would be nice to get the kids a holiday outfit, like get Freya a Christmas dress and get Gunnar. I'd like to dress up a little bit.
We could do like matching. Oh, for dressing up, I was gonna say matching jams.
Or that, but I think 50
my
bucks
jams are getting pretty hurt, and I could use some new jams.
Okay, $50 should probably be okay.
Sure.
Christmas cards. Are we gonna do Christmas cards?
Christmas cards are stupid.
Okay.
What a dumb concept. Here, people I never talked to, here's a picture of a family you don't care about.
Travel, $50.
I mean, we're probably going to end up going to see Mom at some point.
So we need gas and road snacks.
Yeah, so we're going to need to like at least double that.
Double it? It's like $40 in gas there and back. So maybe like $65?
It's about $60 for a full tank.
Yeah, but it's only half a tank there and back.
Okay.
Last minute holiday stuff, $50.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe this just needs to be a life lesson of like actually sticking to our budget, trying to make things work and shopping around and whatever.
Well, you'll notice too that I added things in here like $50 a month for travel, $15 a month for each of the kids. I figured this could either just like accumulate in here for like if they wanted a toy when we're out somewhere doing something, or we can contribute it to an automated savings account for them. But we have to get Freya's stuff sorted out to actually open a bank account in her name. Home goods, I've got $25 a month in there. Clothing, $25 a month. Annual vehicle registration. Like these are all small numbers, but I'm like, again, we're not reliably contributing anything right now, so we need to contribute to it. Again, we don't need to at this paycheck because it's not a priority, but I do want to make sure.
I feel like we need to add a little extra to the pet fund.
Oh, hold on. This I can take out of here. We'll get there. I want to make sure, because she's got food and stuff right now. We don't need to contribute to it right this second. Here we can fund half. When does this one due? The 24th. Okay, we got time there. Are we not gonna? Oh. I don't know what that winds up being. We'll just do $90. Okay. Other priorities. Let's go back up to bills. So Rogers, Bell, anything that's due before the 18th. Consumer approvals on car payment. Also keeping in mind that we do get our quarterly carbon tax rebate of $450, I think, on the 15th.
Okay.
But I'm going to budget under the assumption that.
Yeah. If we could take that and just dump it into savings, that would be a good thing.
We'll see. We'll see what we're able to do. I think October and November is going to be very tight. I don't think we're going to put anything into savings really, other than the bare minimum to the emergency fund, until we recover from all the reckless spending that we did. Fund half of the month for the gym membership just to cover the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Am I able to cancel that, or is that something you got to do because you're like the primary?
I probably have to. Yeah. you're right. I think I have to cancel that. Kid Strong, we've put a pause on it for now until we decide what we want to do. But I have that in there twice. Okay.
I really enjoy the Kid Strong. I like the concept of it. I think it's a good idea. The kids frequently spend like half of the thing crying because they're, overwhelmed. They're in a new place. Frequently, it's a challenge to get them up in time and get them out the door. So we're like rushed and we're there maybe a little late, and the kids don't really get a chance to acclimate, and then they're just overwhelmed and they sit there crying. And I have a really hard time seeing my way clear to pay several $100s a month for my kids to stand in a room and cry.
Okay, so we'll do groceries first, I guess. Like $440, $220 a week.
Okay.
Do you think that's fair? Should be okay?
Yeah.
Babysitting. I don't think we're going to need any because I've temporarily stopped going to the gym until we figure out the job situation, which reminds me I need to text our babysitter and tell her she doesn't need to come for now, other than the weekend to do cat sitting. But that's included in the travel budget for that. Gas we need.
Let's put... What? Yeah, I was going to say let's put a little bit in there just to have so that like it can accumulate.
Okay. Gas... 120, 2 full tanks-ish, close to.
130.
Okay. Eating out, I mean, we obviously need to cut this down, but also let's be real, we're going to spend it. So
yeah.
But maybe we should plan our eating out. Like what day are you going to take Freya and Gunnar out on their days out with you for breakfast or anything? Are we going to go out on Tuesday together? Probably, because we'll probably do a marriage meeting and stuff that day.
Yeah, I'd like to go out with you on Tuesday, and that'll probably be about $70.
Okay.
And then it's going to be probably about 30 for the Tuesday McDonald's.
Okay. So $100.
Yeah.
That's more than half our monthly budget already. So maybe we need to up this again. I had it at $40 a week, maybe $60 a week.
Okay, well we can, I just won't tip as well. It'll be fine.
And that gives us $240. We'll leave it there for the month. Our average spending, although I think we only have 2 or 3 months worth of history, is $600 a month. It's absurd.
Yeah, but we went nuts last month.
We did. We're not doing that again. Maybe $40 for miscellaneous spending and then $40 each for personal.
Sure. I can make that work.
Okay. I think that covers the top priority stuff. So the next thing would be savings or debt. I would like to basically put pretty much all of this down onto your credit card, probably.
Okay.
If you're okay with that. Or like $200 to your credit card and $29 to mine.
Yeah, whatever. I think that's a decent split.
Normally we pay off our credit cards in full every paycheck, like every week or every other week. But again, we made some really stupid decisions, and we are cash flowing it. It's not like we're going into debt to do it, but we are carrying credit card debt for longer than we'd like. Which I guess is technically going in debt.
Yeah.
We won't be adding any more to it, but we're probably going to float a portion of the credit card debt for like a month. Or 2. Now, thankfully, because of how we use it and pay it off, I don't think we'll wind up paying interest on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we'll be paying any interest, but we're also not going to be at zero for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. Because
while I'm thinking of, is there places in like subscriptions or whatever that we can like get rid of stuff?
Yeah, we could have a look at that. So YNAB, obviously this is an annual bill, so we're just saving towards it. Chronometer, I don't actually currently have this subscription. I keep thinking I'd like to add it back in, especially if I'm not going to be going to the gym anymore, because then I really need to be focusing on my
tracking.
Yeah, tracking my nutrition. Because if I don't track it, I eat calories like it's my job. Yodo, we could cancel this. They finally have their subscription back. There is a cheaper one. It's $22 a month for 2 credits a month.
Okay.
Plus free shipping and 10% off. The other one, I don't think you get 10% off. And you only get 1 credit a month? Or no, sorry, I think the cheaper one was access to the digital library and no credits, or 1 credit. I can't remember, but there is a cheaper plan. So we could either cancel it or go down to a cheaper plan. I like it because you do wind up saving money. Most cards are about $15+. So 2 cards would be $30, and here you can get 2 for $22. Plus 10% off of that.
Yeah,
right?
and it's something that Freya really likes, and Gunnar has expressed that he wants a Yodel box too.
Oh, okay. I like it because it encourages imagination. They're like little audiobooks, basically, for kids.
Yeah.
They get these little cards with the book on it. They have, like, if you have older kids, they've got Harry Potter and Series of Unfortunate Events. Redwall, was Redwall one? Maybe not.
I think so. I think I saw Redwall on there.
And then there's stuff for younger kids. There's like Paw Patrol. There's Disney songs, stories, 5-minute stories. There's junior novels like Encanto and Frozen and stuff like that. It's really cool. I really like it.
Freya really likes listening to it, and Gunnar frequently wants to as well, but it's hers, so he doesn't get to as much as he'd like.
Adobe, this is it's $6.81 a month for Lightroom, and I do use that to edit all of our photos. Okay. So I do find a lot of value there. HP ink, this is for the printer. So as soon as we start running low on ink, they automatically send us new ink cartridges. I could probably go down to a cheaper plan because we're not doing as much printing now, and they do let you roll over a certain amount of pages. But I think the cheapest plan they have is like $4 a month, but still saves $4. Audible, I've got us billing every other month, $20. So $10 a month is what we put towards it, but we're only actually billed $20 every other month.
Okay. Ad-free
Prime, I'd like to say we could cancel it, but when we do watch Supernatural, I don't want to be interrupted by a billion ads. It's worth the $3 a month for me. That's like Cody and I's thing, is we like to watch Supernatural together.
Yeah, we're about halfway through Supernatural right now.
Spotify, I always hem and haw on this. Like, we have iPhones, the integration with Apple Music is better, the audio quality with Apple Music is better. I like the lyrics on Apple Music better, but the suggestions from Spotify is just better, and that's what really matters.
The Spotify algorithm is much better than the Apple algorithm.
Chef's kiss. I do think Apple's getting better.
They're working on it.
You know, like, is Spotify really $18 worth better? I could just recreate those playlists in Apple Music and then periodically go back over to Spotify, use it with ads, whatever. And if I find a new song I like, just add it back to my Apple playlist. Like, we could do that. That would save us $18 a month. I feel like every time we cancel it, we find a reason to start it up again.
Yeah, every time we, like, Spotify and YouTube Premium, every time we cancel them, we're just like, fuck it, can't do it, bring them back.
Yeah, YouTube Premium, it's the most expensive subscription we have, aside from, like, Yodo. It's crazy how much we pay for this, and I just can't justify getting rid of it because we watch a lot. I like being able to download my videos. I like because I don't have a lot of time, right? So when I sit down and I want to binge watch like 5 or 6 videos I've been looking forward to watching, I don't want it to be taken up with like 5 to 10 minutes of ads on top of that, you know?
Part of what it comes down to for me is, like, it's the reason that I got rid of my Instagram, I got rid of my Facebook. If you go look on those 2 things, you can find me. Like, all I did was delete the apps off my phone. I am so fucking sick of being advertised to, you guys.
Yeah. Aura Ring, I get a ton of value out of this. I'd like to keep it. Natural Cycles, I've actually debated getting rid of. The problem, though, is that I feel like both Aura Ring and Apple Predictions, they're not the same as Natural Cycles. Like, Natural Cycles is an FDA-approved, certified form of birth control. Like, it actually works. It is always super accurate for us. So I don't want to rely solely on the Aura Ring or Apple.
Yeah, I don't want to rely on something less reliable.
Unless, and this might be TMI, but unless we're going to use protection 100% of the time, or go off of those recommendations that are less reliable and be open to the risk that we may get pregnant again. Right? I mean, $13 is about the same as what we pay, probably a little less, even with benefits, than what we pay for hormonal birth control, and that is just not something I'm willing to entertain.
I'm not willing to do that either. We got you off that a long time ago, and we're better for it.
Yeah, I haven't been on hormonal birth control now, and I think in probably 11 years.
Yeah, something like that.
10 years? 10 years I've been using Natural Cycles, and it has worked to prevent pregnancy for 8 years. No, 6 years. and helped us get pregnant twice. So I highly recommend it. I know it's available in Canada, I think in the UK or Europe somewhere, because I think that's where they started.
We're not sponsored, by the way, guys, but they're awesome.
They are. But I mean, I'm open to the idea of canceling it and just either, because I have a pretty good idea of where I sit in my cycle, and I'm not against the idea of getting pregnant again, but I don't know if we're in a position to risk that, you know, like, I don't know.
I'll be honest, the last time kind of scared me a little.
Yeah, well, the last time turned out to be a miscarriage. So, and that could happen whether we're prepared and ready to get pregnant again or not. You know, like it happens. It's very common.
These things occur.
Yeah, and there's not always a reason to cause it. Apple Care is also very expensive.
But we need it.
I just broke my iPad, and you know what? Apple Care is $5 a month. Now, because of the way I broke it, so stupid. Had I cracked my screen, it would have been $40 to fix it. I cracked the button. You can't even tell. I cracked the button. The Touch ID doesn't work. The button still works. I gotta lock it and everything, but the Touch ID doesn't work. Well, they don't fix buttons. So I have to get a whole new iPad. So it's $129. Still cheaper than buying a new iPad, because I think this iPad's like $1,000. Because it's like the cellular version of the newest iPad Air or whatever. So like, thank God I have Apple Care, but still it's $139. So we have Apple Care on all our devices. In hindsight, we should maybe just start buying the Apple Care outright when we buy the device, but live and learn. As we upgrade, we can buy the Apple Care at the same time. Now this is for my phone, your phone, my watch, your watch, my iPad, Freya's iPad, your mom's phone, and the Apple Watch that Crystal's using.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have, what was that, 15 devices or 10 devices?
Yeah, lots.
So it is what it is. We have a lot of Apple Care. That's our biggest subscription. It's $72 a month. Apple One, $31. At some point, we might look at upgrading this to have like bigger iCloud storage, but like realistically, I think we're quite happy with where we're at. I don't think we could go lower.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea where I'm sitting for like data usage and stuff like that, and iCloud storage and whatever.
You and I are probably the two biggest users, and then your mom. But
well, I mean, Freya better not have a whole lot of storage going on.
Her and Gunnar will spam photos of each other. So
they have taken so many blurry pictures of the floor while the phone is sitting on the floor.
So are we just leaving the subscriptions as is right now? Okay.
I think so. As much as I'd hate to admit it, I think we've pared it down pretty much as we can.
Okay. So if we look at our calculator, I am taking a week off next week, so $680 plus I should have another full week-ish, and then we have just a couple days before we go on our trip, plus your next paycheck, plus the child tax, plus the carbon tax. So 61, we need 69, but we also have a phone to sell. Hopefully we get more than that for it, but whatever. We also have a watch, 2 pairs of headphones, because I forgot I had those JBL workout ones.
Yeah.
The dresser. So like, I think we can get at least $500 for all the other stuff we have to sell, if not more. So I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's $7,200. And that's if we do everything, right? Like all our sinking funds, all our Christmas. Next month is easier because Cody gets 3 paychecks that month. And depending how things look on the contract, they might decide to extend it again, and then I will have an income for next month as well. But as it stands right now, my contract ends on the 15th after one extension.
They're working very hard to get Val to want to stay full-time.
They really want me on permanently.
I mean, we're not opposed to, but I don't think it would be very likely that they would be as flexible on the hours as we would need them to be.
Although I was talking to my manager, and she did say she was open to me coming in at 8:30 every day instead of 8, and leaving at 4 on fly days, and possibly work from home 1 day a week. So like that is more flexible. My concern is if I say yes, I'm still afraid that 3 months down the road, I'm just going to be like, it just doesn't make sense. Like we're so rooted in family unit, wanting to homeschool next year, the things that we're able to do and provide for the family with me being home full time, that I don't know that we could realistically do that long term. We don't want to and we don't need to, right? Like the extra money is nice, but we don't need it. So it's really hard when you don't need money to do something. It's really hard to justify dropping your priorities and values for the paycheck. As nice it is to have, it kind of like it irks you, you know, like it just feels wrong.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, we're very blessed that like this extra income is a nice to have and not like the difference between whether we eat or not that week. But at the same time, like, I miss my best friend, you guys.
I miss my best friend too.
Hanging out with my best friend is worth way more than $4,000 a month.
Yeah, the amount of times I've said to Cody over the last few weeks, like, the money's nice, but I'd rather just hang out with you. And I was like, never in my life did I think I would marry somebody who I love so much. Like, obviously we want to marry loving our partners, but like to genuinely enjoy each other's company and doing life together, even mundane things like running errands, doing grocery shopping, cleaning the house. I'm like, I would literally give up $4,000 a month, because that's about what I would get paid. It's about $35,000 to $4,000 a month, depending on the hours. Take home. I'm like, I would rather hang out with Cody. Like I'd straight up rather hang out with him. And maybe that sounds like wild and outlandish to a lot of people, but like I love that that's where we're at.
I never would have expected that I would be in a spot like that. Like,
especially after 10 years together. Like we've been together for a whole decade. We have 2 kids. We're in the throes of parenting toddlers. I don't know that life gets much more stressful than this right now.
Right? I mean, it can.
It can, 100%.
But like, Ms. Rose is letting us know that it's bedtime.
Yeah, she's like, come to bed. We need to cuddle.
Yeah, she wants to go lay in bed so she can yell at us for sleeping wrong.
Our video is half an hour long already.
It is. It is. Are we done? All the money's assigned.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're done.
We're just
rambling.
Sorry, guys. But you're here for the tangents. Yeah. You love the tangents, you crazy people. And we love you, so we give you what you love. And also, I assume there's some ADHD or something going on.
We should wrap it up, though, because what if my phone stops recording because it overheats or runs out of memory?
That's fair. We should do that. So we're going to bounce here, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We love you guys very much. And is it payday yet?
Bye.
Bye.